Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. What do I have for you guys today? Another awesome episode of Zoned Lifts. If you've never seen the channel, what's up everybody? Welcome. If you have, but you've perhaps never seen this series, we take a particular group of muscles, in this case triceps, and we talk about the different ways to get a better exercise out of them, either through different types of exercises you've maybe never seen before and a basic overall form and function of what's going on. Let's jump into the first exercise. Now this first one is a very simple tricep pull down utilizing a few different pieces of equipment. As you can see, the main focus is to keep your elbows tucked in and a good contraction through those triceps, minimalizing the amount of shoulder, back, and upper chest going into those. I'm guilty of it. You'll see me put a little bit of shoulders into these to get the heavier weight, which I'm doing. And you'll see in this one that I put a spotlight on where your triceps are. Obviously, hopefully you know where they are. There's three heads, the lateral, long, and medial. So within those, they work in unison to add a huge shape to your arm. If your biceps are lacking and you think you have small arms, try putting a little bit of a focus onto the triceps. They will definitely get a bigger shape to your arm because you're adding the bottom part, and the overall circumference of your arm will be vastly different if you start boosting up those tricep exercises. Again, same thing, we have pull down utilizing the single hand. This one is one of my favorites, a tricep pullover utilizing the rope. Having the weight come from a downward angle puts all of the weight into your triceps and allows you to bring a good contraction into those. If this weight was utilized coming from a higher plane to a lower plane, you could cheat and get a little bit more out of it utilizing your body weight to help pull that weight down, which I definitely don't like to see. You should be putting all of that weight into that targeted muscle group and getting the most you can out of it. This is just a single hand variety where you can definitely see that I'm focusing on going low enough to activate those triceps, but not super low as to pull my shoulder rotation back, getting a good, not so much exaggerated contraction and extension out of it. Again, you don't want to slam that elbow into place. You want to utilize what I've said over and over, a soft lock, to get a good expansion and contraction of those muscles. This one right here is, again, a different variety, seated, which brings the weight solely into your triceps. It utilizes a little bit of abs just sitting there, but for the most part, the weight and all of the movement is super isolated into your triceps. Now you'll see as I switch hands here, that my hand goes down by my side. I'm actually utilizing my leg to get a stabilization, so as I'm holding on, all of that really highly focused weight is in that left arm. And it looks like I've bumped my head a few times with the weights. It's because I definitely did. I'm gonna pause the clip real quick right here because I really want to put a high emphasis on that weight being close to you. The further the weight is away from you, the more your elbow's turned out, and the likelihood that your elbow or your shoulder is going to be injured is definitely there. So you want that weight really close to the back of your head. You're going to give yourself a little bump. It's the same thing as doing like a lat pull down. If you don't hit your head on that pull downs, you're doing something wrong or extremely right, and I need your coaching. But the main thing is to keep that weight really close to your head. That is what's going to really isolate that tricep involvement and minimize the chance for injury, because if you've never done this exercise before, it's a little wonky. So form and function is definitely prized over brute strength and overall gross weight. You really want to start light and do it right with these. As with pretty much anything, but especially with your triceps, your elbow or olecranon process is a very, very finicky joint. If you overdo it or you hyperextend it, the likelihood that it's going to take you weeks out of the gym is definitely going to be there, so do it right. This one right here is one of my favorite ones. It's a reverse grip bench press utilizing tricep focus. So on this one, which you'll see in a second here, you really want to keep your elbows tight and have a really close grip bench. Now what this is going to do with your hands being underhand is put a lot more of it on your triceps and a lot less of your biceps and chest. You are going to activate your chest and your biceps. Everything's going to be secondarily hit. But as you can definitely tell, with the most minimal movement with your arms tucked in, you can see right there, boom, triceps are already being activated and the weight's coming up. So utilizing a very close, very sort of lightweight at first approach will get you significant tricep gains. Again, pausing that last little bit to go back through, thinking about it, the more weight you can add to a muscle, the more strength will be gained. But the problem is when you start to really get into those heavy weights, doing a 90 one-handed behind your head is going to be very hard. So even with doing double hands, 130, doable, but very difficult, and the chance for getting either injured or dropping the weight and making a spectacle out of yourself is definitely there. So utilizing the reverse grip bench allows you to add a lot more weight that's extremely spottable, because trying to spot someone when they're doing a cable overhead extension of say 240 pounds is very difficult, and if your hand slips, that rope's going down faster than your spotter can save you. So you really want to get a chance to get a good spot. Reverse grip bench focusing on tricep contraction will definitely get you that heavy weight. Now this next one, as you can see the picture which I've paused on, is going to be a standing incline close grip press. A little bit of a mouthful, but it's a very good exercise that maybe you've seen people do the side to side movement for a shoulder utilizing the same exact setup, but if you use it in this method, you'll get a really good tricep pump out of it. Utilizing some sort of corner, which in my case is what I'm doing. Some particular setups for the rack will have an actual adaptation where you put the bar in and it works on sort of a swivel. My gym does not have that, unfortunately, so I just put it in a corner and I slap a weight on it to stop it from going anywhere other than what I want it to, which is straight up and down. And I have the shoulder pad on there so I don't break the little platform that I rest the weight on. This one, while we press play here, is really focused on the tricep. You want that weight to come really close in. Again, tucked elbows, good contraction and extension of those elbows and triceps with minimal boosting from your legs. You'll see people really ram it with their legs, and you don't want to do that. You want this to be a solely tricep exercise. And again, we're going to switch right into the rope tricep pull down, which, like in the very beginning, focuses on triceps really heavily with minimal shoulder involvement. This allows you to not utilize the equipment for your stability. It's all you with the ropes. And again, another variation, because all these are going to be relatively similar, is a seated overhead tricep extension with two hands, obviously utilizing a heavy dumbbell. With this one, same principles apply. You just really want to be careful, because the second that weight goes too far behind your head, you're either going to drop it or you're going to hurt yourself. So make sure you do the appropriate weight. And of course we end it with a banterous diamond push-up finisher, because this is a really good way to absolutely destroy your triceps, either weighted or non-weighted. Diamond push-ups are a huge way to add not only overall mass to your chest, but also your triceps. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button. Let me know in the comments below what zone you'd like to see. If you'd like anything made on the channel, as always, in the 253 community, your voice carries weight. I want to know what you guys think about anything. Leave some feedback. It's greatly appreciated. Again, check out Fitness 253 gear. The link will be in the description below. With our new partnership with Broadband, we are about to get into a lot of different types of branding. The Spreadshirt stuff that they give you with your subscription to Broadband is vast. So there's about to be a lot more 253 gear. If you haven't seen the picture on Twitter of our potential first shirt, make sure to check that out. Again, thanks for watching, gents. Hopefully your guys' day is going well. Take it easy, everyone.